This is the part 2 of this video document, based on studies and logical thing, to alert and prove that the World Health Organization keep committing the same crime as long as they are not considering our call to make a total change on their work strategy, work policy, even knowing that the Negligence Act is costing the lives of thousands and thousands of people, victims of the COVID-19. And again, on this video, I will give you more examples of what they did wrong and what they didn't do. It is the WHO, the job to drive, to be the brain, the guide, to command the soldiers on this war. This is not a favor. This is the WHO obligation. There are economic groups of sharks looking for profit over human lives. This way, they are spreading fake news with the promise of a short solution, that the science will come out soon with a medicine to combat and exterminate the COVID-19. They work the psychological side of the pandemic, the dark side, make people believe that if they get infected, somehow they're not gonna die. Now, if the science come out shortly with some medicine, it will be submitted to a very complex procedure, and it takes a long time. So, the WHO has the obligation to alert people and the governments that this is a false hope. We are at the end of April 2020, and the optimistic speaking, it is gonna take at least a year and a half to probably have some good news. Probably. Do you know what was elected the most important medicine of the 20th century? Homemade syrup. It was responsible to save millions of lives around the world, and it still works because it helped the immune system to get strong and combat a lot of diseases. Homemade syrup is a medicine, so why the WHO do not use it as a weapon? It is a war. Now I'm gonna talk about submission. 100 years ago, we had a very similar pandemic on our planet, which was caused by a virus and killed more than 50 million people. The question is, what the WHO learned from that, and what they are using to minimize today's pandemic. A virus is a virus. Technically, there is no excuses. Let's consider that you walk into a cloud of virus and your mask gets infected. You can do something very simple. Go to a safe and clean place, disinfect it. I'm using mouthwash. Smells really good. In case that you don't have a step mask, and never use the same mask for more than 2 hours. WHO, wake up, let's work. A little detail can make a big difference. Another way to get infected that the WHO is not emphasizing is through the eyes, and it can be more vulnerable than mouth and nose. By the way, the WHO should send a challenger for the designers to come out with some kind of helmet to protect mouth, nose, eyes and ears. Something fashion, comfortable, with temperature control, ventilation, with filter, something high-tech. It may sound stranger, but when we come to the second round of the virus, it's gonna be devastated. We're gonna have to keep working because the economy will not support another shutdown. War strategy. The WHO should emphasize one subject a day and work it intensively to make sure that the people and the governments understand it. When you got many informations at the same time, you may get confused. It calls war strategy. It is the most catastrophic reality that we must face. Since we didn't do our homework, especially because we had on the command a WHO actionless, completely lost, we will have a COVID-19, the return. That will be devastated to the global economy. So let's start now working something to minimize this fact. Attention please. You may get infected with the coronavirus once and survive. You may get infected with the coronavirus twice and die. This is a reality that the WHO must alert the people around the world. It may sound strange, but many people are washing their hands 100 times a day because the media is emphasizing the importance of wash hands. What's absolutely right. But many people believe that if they can get infected to the hands, to the skin of their hands. But we know that the problem is when you get your hand infected in your eyes, nose, mouth and ear. WHO, make it clear, please. Another deadly mistake. What's the COVID-19 group of risk? Old people, the sick ones. This is another deadly fake news. WHO, you must alert the people and the governments to stop using this expression, group of risk. There is no group of risk. Every single human being takes the risk to die if they get infected by the coronavirus. People are taking this fake news to hide the reality with a false impression of protection. Yes, we have a high percentage of people who dies because of this and of that, but everyone can die. Everyone takes the risk. If you didn't watch the first part of this video document, do it. Access on the YouTube Get Out Now Killer. We are working to take this man out of the WHO and then to change their work policy. They have been advised, and the price of their mission is the life of thousands of people. The WHO gets paid to take care of the global population and to be the official guides to the people and governments. It is unforgivable that the WHO is not only doing the wrong thing, but worse is what they are not doing and insisting to keep committing this crime. Help us spread this video, please. I am the researcher Marco Menzali. You can find me here. Help us spreading this video. This will be a kind of pressure to the WHO change the whole concept of work and literally save lives. Thank you.